Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, y'all, happy Friday. Welcome to the Daily Drive. I am a little bit excited about this Daily Drive because I've been thinking about what to talk about today because it's one of those days that's like just kind of weird, right? Like it's the 31st, so it's the end of the year. Like we're all probably ready for a year to end and probably ready for a new year to start. Or maybe we're not. Maybe we're just like hanging on and we're like, I don't want another year. But it's the end of the year and it is Friday at the same time. And so I love to talk about Freedom Friday on Fridays because freedom starts in your mind. Whatever kind of freedom you are looking for, whether you're looking for financial freedom, freedom in relationships, freedom in a career that you're looking for, freedom in your mind, whatever kind of freedom you are seeking in your life, whatever freedom means to you, that starts in your mind, and it starts with unlimiting your thoughts. All throughout our lives, we are told things, we read things, we hear things, we see things on TV, whatever it is, we absorb this information that we see wherever, and it creates these limited thoughts in our minds. And guess what? That's what's holding us back from everything, because when we get ready to start thinking about something or trying something new, or when we want to do something, we think about all of these limitations that have been set in our mind from all of the years of whatever else, right? So when you're looking for freedom, freedom comes from unlimiting your mind. So welcome to the Daily Drive. Like I was saying, I love talking about Freedom Friday on Fridays because freedom starts in your mind. If you're new to the Daily Drive, this is a worksheet that I created. I was diagnosed with anxiety in 2010 and kind of just lived in the darkness of that for a long time. I finally had enough of a push to just start on this personal growth journey that I've really been on now for 3 years, it feels like. But I found throughout that personal growth journey that there are things that I can do to be in control of my mind and live my life the way that I want to live it, even though I have anxiety. I wake up every day and take my 60 milligrams of Cymbalta to help my mind, and then I do all kinds of other stuff to keep my mind in check, because what I learned is that we don't have to be the victim of our anxiety. Until I learned all of these things, everything was my anxiety's fault. If I canceled plans, if I wasn't feeling well, if I whatever it was, didn't want to go to work, didn't want to go out with friends, didn't want to do something, everything was anxiety's fault. If I felt sick, like everything was because of the anxiety. And when I learned that I can flip the script on my anxiety and really be in control of it rather than just flying on autopilot, things started to really change for me. And the things that I learned to help me do that are intentional thinking, small step goal setting. When we talk about goals on the Daily Drive, we're talking about daily, small step, attainable, achievable goals that you're going to cross off that day. We're looking at our schedule. We're making sure that we're writing goals for the day that we're going to take care of. This isn't the place for your big, crazy overall goals, right? That goes in your planner, that goes on your poster on your wall, that goes wherever else. The Daily Drive is the place for the small step goals to get you there. So this is what I work on every day to get me to my big goal. And then gratitude, because gratitude literally and physically changes the chemical makeup of your body and allows you to take control. So we talk about only gratitude every single Wednesday on the Daily Drive because it's that important. But the 3 things that I found that were most helpful to helping me sort of map out my day and stay in control of my mind were intentional thinking, small step goal setting, and gratitude. So I bring you information along those lines every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday to help you stay in control of your life, even though you might be living with anxiety, depression, any kind of other mental health issue. I'm here with you. You have a safe place here, and this is where we unpack it all, and I help you maneuver through life like I'm doing myself. So on Fridays, we talk about freeing your mind. And I'm going to let y'all in on a little tiny secret. I have never, ever kept a New Year's resolution. Since I was little, everyone talked about New Year's resolutions, and here's when you make your big goals, and this is what you're going to do for the next year, and you're going to set these things up, and here we are. I have never, ever kept one of those resolutions. I always get to the end of the year and I look back on the year and I'm like, all right, well, I need to lose weight. I need to clean my house. I need to, I look at all of these things that I feel like I need to do, but none of them really excite me. And so I will set all of these New Year's resolutions that aren't really that exciting to me. They're just New Year's resolutions that, put me that I'm going through the motions. I'm setting New Year's resolutions because everybody does, right? And this is it. But I've never kept one of those New Year's resolutions that I have set. Last year, I didn't set any, and it was fine. I accomplished things all throughout the year without having set New Year's resolutions, and it was fine for me. I have never kept a New Year's resolution when I have made a list or when I've tried to set one or whatever you want to call it. I've never kept up with it because it's always felt like a burden to me. I haven't been excited about it. It's felt like it's something that I have to do because, I'm not where I want to be, so I have to do these certain things. New Year's resolutions for me have always felt like a burden. It's just felt like this thing that I have to do, right? And so I've never followed through with it. I've never kept a New Year's resolution. And so this year, I am doing things a little bit different. And I think this year, that's going to help me, and I'm going to be able to follow through with it. And what I'm doing differently this year, instead of making a list of goals and resolutions and things that I hope I'm going to accomplish, I am making a list. I am setting intentions this year because when I learned that intentional thinking really helps you stay in control of your mind, and what intentional thinking is really just feeding your brain the thoughts that you want it to have. It's not allowing the autopilot to take over. It's giving yourself some statements that you have so that you are feeding your brain what you want it to think. Intentional thoughts or intentional statements like I have on the Daily Drive are simply just a sentence, a couple of sentences, a paragraph if you need it, to get your mind back in check, to keep you pushing, to feed your mind the right things from the beginning. When you are thinking intentionally, when you are getting up and intentionally putting the right things into your mind from the beginning, you are taking control instead of letting your brain take over and take control. Because we all know what that autopilot brain can feel like sometimes, right? And when you are setting intentions, when you are thinking intentionally, you're not allowing that autopilot brain to take over. You are literally feeding your brain what you want it to think. So this year, instead of setting a bunch of New Year's resolutions that I'm probably not going to follow through with, I am setting intentions. I am thinking about what I want to happen this year, what I want the year to look like, where I want my businesses to go, where I want my health to go, where I want our relationship to go, where I want my house to go. I am thinking about those things and I am setting intentions. And when I set intentions and I give myself intentional thought statements, I do those in a specific format so that my brain knows that it's my choice. When I set intentional thought statements, I use the format I am committed to. That is my intentional thought template, if you will. I am committed to eating healthier this year. I am committed to inviting joy into my life every single day. I am committed. That reminds my brain that I made that decision. I committed to that. It was my choice. And so now what's the next step that I need to do to keep up with the choice that I made? Because I committed to that. So I am setting intentions this year and reminding myself of the commitments that I want to follow through with in 2022. So when I say that I'm setting intentions for me, It is to, continue to eat healthy-ish. I am not by any means a healthy person. I indulge when I want to. However, I have gotten my binge eating and overeating under control a little bit better. So I am committed to continuing to stay healthy. I'm committed to continuing to learn. I'm committed to growing. I am committed to inviting joy into my life every single day. I'm committed to working out 5 times a week. I'm committed to reading 6 books this year. I'm committed to growing in a specific area of my life. I'm committed to traveling to 3 new places this year. I'm committed to inviting prosperity into my life so that I can decrease stress in certain areas, right? That's how I say getting out of debt without saying debt, because if you focus on debt, you're going to stay there. So I'm committed to inviting prosperity into my life so that I can continue to reduce some of the stress, because I've already been doing that, right? So when I am thinking about the new year, I am not setting a bunch of New Year's resolutions that are pretty and fluffy and make everybody happy that I'm not going to follow through with. I am making a list of intentions. I am setting intentions for this year. And when I need to, redirect my mind from certain things, when I'm thinking about something I don't want to be thinking about and I become aware of that, when I need to redirect my mind from certain things, I can use my intentional thought statements or my New Year's intentions to flip my mindset, right? I am stressed out about paying bills. I'm committed to inviting prosperity in. That's where I want my mind to be. What that's going to do is make your brain go to work for you. When you're committed to learning a new way of doing something, when you're committed to inviting joy, when you're committed to growing in a certain area, when you're committed to your purpose and finding a new way to live in your purpose every single day, when you're committed to whatever it is that you are looking for, and whatever it is you're looking for is exciting to you and lines up with your purpose, when you're committed to that, your brain will start to do the work for you. When I tell myself, when I'm feeling sad on the couch, when I'm letting autopilot brain take over, and I remind myself that I am committed to inviting joy into my life this year, I get up and do something. I cut that autopilot brain off, remind myself that I'm committed to inviting more joy in this year. So what can I do right now to invite that joy in? Watch a movie, go for a walk, play with my animals, whatever it is, right? So when you feel that autopilot brain taking over, you can use these intentional statements to flip the script and put your brain to work for you. My favorite is that I am committed to my own personal growth and health. And that kind of flips a lot of switches for me. It reminds me, that I committed to it. I made that decision. I'm committed to my own personal growth. So what can I do right now to grow? What can I learn right now? What do I need to do to flip the script and to grow through life? And my health. What am I eating that I shouldn't be eating? Do I need to go for a walk? Should I go to the gym? I am committed to my own personal growth and health. That reminds my brain and my body that it's my decision to give back to myself. And that's okay. You're allowed to give back to yourself. So this year, maybe think about doing things a little bit differently like I'm doing. Instead of setting a bunch of New Year's resolutions that I am not going to keep, because remember, my little secret, I have never kept a New Year's resolution in my life. So rather than setting a bunch of New Year's resolutions that I am not going to keep this year, I am setting intentions and I am writing down intentional thought statements. I am writing down the things that I want to be intentional about this year, so that I can be excited about them and I can flip the script on my brain and flip that switch and have my brain do the work for me rather than feel like a burden over all of these resolutions that I know I'm not going to follow through with. So maybe think about doing it a little differently this year. If New Year's resolutions don't really work for you, or if you don't really like to do that, think about setting some intentions for this year. what do you want to be intentional about in 2022? When we are at the end of 2022 and we're doing this, looking back on 2022, what do you want to have accomplished? What do you want to make sure you intentionally did in 2022? Here's what it is for me. It's to read. I got a new workbook that is by Sadie Robertson, who I am like low-key obsessed with. So I'm going to work through that. It's an 8-week faith and body image workbook that I am super excited about. So I'm going to read. I'm going to work through that. I'm going back to school, so I'm going to be doing a lot of reading for school. So I'm committed to reading. I'm committed to growing. I am committed to inviting joy into my life intentionally when I need to. I'm committed to traveling, even if it's just to somewhere close for a weekend getaway. I just booked us Valentine's weekend in Chincoteague over on the Eastern Shore in Virginia next month. And so I'm super excited about that. So I'm already following through with the intentions that I am setting for this year, because I'm reminding myself that I am committed to it. And it's not just a burden that I have to do every year because everybody's setting New Year's resolutions. No, this year I am setting intentions. I am committed to reading more and growing through reading. I am committed to growing through life while being in school, while working. I am committed to traveling. I am committed to inviting joy, and I am committed to my own personal health. Those are the things that I am setting intentions for this year. And I know that next year, when I'm looking back on 2022, I will be able to tell you that I finished the books I wanted to read, that I grew in the places that I wanted to grow, that I learned what I wanted to learn, that I traveled where I wanted to travel, that I felt joy all throughout the year. I know that I will be able to tell you that because I'm setting those intentions now, and I'm going to stay committed to them by reminding myself that I made that commitment. I'm committed to inviting joy into my life. I am committed to reading and growing. I am committed to my health. So what's the next step of that commitment? What's the next step that you can do right now to change that energy and move forward? I use intentional thought statements when I need to set myself up for success at the beginning of the day. I wake up and write down a bunch of intentional thought statements to keep my mind in check all throughout the day. I use intentional thought statements when I need to redirect my mind, much like gratitude statements. I use my intentional thought statements to take that next step. Excuse me. Maybe I'm sitting on the couch feeling like a blob and I don't want to do anything. I don't want to go to the gym. I don't want to go for a walk. I will express some gratitude for my body, and then I'll remind myself that I'm committed to my own personal health, and that's going to give me the oomph to get up and do something, right? It's going to remind me that I made that commitment, and I'm excited about that commitment. So instead of setting a bunch of resolutions that I know I'm not going to keep, I am setting intentions so that I can use those as intentional thought statements throughout the year to keep my mind in check. And I know when I am back here at the end of 2022 doing this daily drive, I will be able to tell you that I invited more joy into my life. I read what I wanted to read. I grew where I wanted to grow. I stayed healthy like I wanted to, and I got to travel like I wanted to. Because those are my intentions for the year, and I'm going to use those to keep my mind in check. Now, I do also use other intentional thought statements to push me through the day. These are just my goals, we'll say, in the form of intentional thought statements. You can also use intentional thought statements for everything throughout the day, right? Like I'm committed to cleaning up my office today. I'm committed to redirecting my thoughts when I need to. I'm committed to accepting myself where I am for who I am. I'm committed to loving myself more. Use intentional thought statements to set yourself up for success. And if you have a hard time keeping up with New Year's resolutions like I do, maybe do it a little different this year and set your intentions for the year. Set some intentions and then write out intentional thought statements to go along with those intentions. Again, I use the format of I am committed to because it just reminds my brain that I made that decision. So I'm committed to inviting more joy in all throughout the year. That is my biggest intention for this year, because I don't know about y'all, but the last couple of years have felt like a drag. So I am committed to intentionally inviting joy in whenever I can. I love y'all so much. Remember, freedom, true freedom, in whatever sense that you are looking for, starts in your mind, and it starts with unlimiting your thoughts. And that's what we're here to do on the Daily Drive. So remember, if New Year's resolutions don't work for you, set some intentions this year. Set some intentions that you know you'll follow through with. That's what I'm going to do. I love y'all so much. It makes me so happy and excited to bring y'all the Daily Drive 3 times a week and to interact with you and know that I have people that tune in all the time. I love it so much, and it makes me so fulfilled in my purpose. So I am super grateful for all of y'all freedom creators, everybody out there. Y'all are all freedom creators, because freedom starts in your mind, and you can create that freedom by taking control of the work you need to do to unlimit your mind. And when I say you need to do it, you get to do it, because when you unlimit your mind and start to think for yourself, everything starts to change for you. I promise. So remember, freedom starts in your mind with unlimiting your thoughts. I am so super grateful for y'all. You always go in the joy jar. Do me a favor and check out dailydrivecoaching.com. There's going to be a lot of stuff getting updated on there, because we have good internet now. I'm not getting cut off while I'm on here anymore. Check out dailydrivecoaching.com. Scroll all the way down to the bottom, put your email address in, and hit subscribe, and you will get content from me right to your inbox. If you're not part of my Becoming Unlimited Facebook group, you can look for that on Facebook. It's tagged here in this video. You can ask me and I can invite you. That is just a free community of support where you get these daily drives plus a little bit more content about unlimiting your thoughts and mind, and just a group of people to be in community with, so that you know you're not going through this mental health stuff alone. We're all in it together. That's Becoming Unlimited on Facebook. If you're watching this on YouTube, do me a favor and hit subscribe. Turn on notifications for Daily Drive Coaching on YouTube. I will never ask for a fee for what I do here on social media. I just ask that you help me spread mental health awareness and continue to break the stigmas of mental health by commenting, interacting with me, sharing a video, tagging a friend, subscribing to all of the things, turning on notifications. It really helps me more than you know, and I appreciate it more than anything. So that's dailydrivecoaching.com, Becoming Unlimited on Facebook, Daily Drive Coaching on YouTube. I love y'all so much. Thank you for being here and tuning in. Happy Friday. Happy Freedom Friday. Happy end of 2021. Happy beginning of 2022. I hope everyone has a super safe and fun night tonight, relaxing weekend, whatever you want to have. I love y'all so much. Thank you for being here. Remember, if New Year's resolutions don't really work out for you, try to set some intentions this year. Free your mind by giving it what you want it to have. Freedom comes when you unlimit your thoughts. And our brain tells us that we have to stay in this little box, but we're going to tell it we can do more than that. So remember, just unlimit those thoughts. And if resolutions don't work for you, set some intentions for this year. Remind your brain that you committed to certain things and you're going to follow through with them, because you're going to wake up with intention about those things from now on. I love y'all so much. Thank you for being here. I will see you soon.